around that time. Let's go 70s, Lonzo. You know, you get your license, you're out there doing your thing. You know, did you ever have any bad run-ins with police? And did your pops give you any advice on how to interact when you come across law enforcement or they come across you?
Man, my daddy told me when I was like 14, 15. He says, we was talking about something one day. I said, you going to jail? I asked him, had he been in jail? He said, yeah, back in Mississippi. I said, I ain't going to jail. Oh, yeah, you will. You will. Huh? He said, you gonna go at least twice. Huh? I said, no, I'm not. He said, yes, you are. Because he said, unfortunately, son, that is just the nature of the land. I can understand because as a 14-year-old kid, I'm square as a goddamn pool table, whatever you want to call it. I'm square as a Rubik's Cube. I ain't got nothing in my life that I would ever remotely think I would put me in jail. Okay. And he said, hey man, when the police pull you over, just be as cool as you can. Because they're gonna say things to you that you ain't gonna like, but just be cool. Just get through it. The object of the game is to get home. That's the object of the game, is to get home. And he told me that. And that was one of the things that stuck with me. And as much as some bitches would piss me off, oh, dude, did they give me problems? Come on, man. I'm a black man, lived on 132nd and Main Street. But especially, and I was a low rider too. Come on, man. They pulled me over in front of my house. In fact, I wasn't even in my car. I parked my car across the street from my house, about to get out. They swooped up on me. Woo! Man, they took out all my 8 tracks, opened my trunk up, took my air filter cover off, got my hands on that hot ass hood. It's summertime, dude. They don't shut them cars off, man. Your fingertips are burning, literally. And they just would harass us for we could be sitting there talking, man. They just pull up, start fucking with us, air against the wall. And where I lived, I didn't sell. I never messed with the drugs. I never sold drugs. But because so many cats in my hood did, and they don't really have no idea who's who and what's what, that's the excuse I'm going to give them. But after a while, they got to do, come on, man. Y'all keep harassing the same people, and you ain't got nothing yet. What makes you think you're going to have something going to happen now? And yeah, dude, that shit was really, 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 really bad for a while, dude. I was so glad when I got grown and got off the corner, man. I ain't bullshit.
Let me ask you, there's a famous scene in Boys in the Hood. I call it the black cop scene. To the best of your knowledge, or maybe from personal experience, did the black cops back then, do a little extra, try to put a little 10 on the 2?
I'm going to tell you a story I told just yesterday. Everything I've ever done has been within 5 miles of my house. I only had one job that took me outside of my house. I had a job, worked for Caltrans. My yard was on the 605 and the 91. Other than that, I could walk to work. I had a job working at a convalescent home. I was an orderly. They call them CNAs now. I was an orderly in high school, still in the 12th grade. And right down Avalon, El Segundo, there's a tire shop across from there's a shopping center. Next to the shopping center, there's a tire shop. Across the street from that is a hospital called View Heights. Across the street from all that is a Burger King. And it's a true story. And I told it just yesterday of Sunday. And this guy had got arrested. White boy got arrested. He's playing crazy. Where I worked at, we had 2 sides. We had a mental side and we had a convalescent side. I worked on the mental side. Me and my partner from high school, we Norse. We worked on the mental side. So this white boy was under 72-hour observation, and depending on what they wrote on his ass was going to determine whether he went to a mental institution or to jail or prison, whatever it was. So I guess at some point in time, he decided he going to break out. And it wasn't shit to break out of. The door was a little wooden buzzer door, and you kicked that son bitch, and he headed down Avalon. So the nurses, every nurse over there was 300 plus. So they wasn't going to catch him. They sent me and Norris to run down Avalon to catch this white boy. We catch up with the white boy, and about 3 or 4 blocks down the street, we got him. We bringing him back. Well, somebody, don't know who it was, called the police and told the police that 2 black kids had a white boy jacked up. The sheriff was at McDonald's, Burger King, I presume, because when they swooped up on us, jumped out the car, motherfucker got a 9mm in one hand and a Whopper in another. I swear to God, okay? 9mm in one hand and a Whopper in the other. The motherfucker put the Whopper down, walked over to me, and stuck his goddamn gun in my ear. Dude, I'm in tears, man. Officer, I work for the hospital. This guy he's an escape patient. Oh, shut the fuck up. Black cop, give me a hard time. You niggas, blah, 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 blah. God damn, white boy, he a little rough, but he ain't rough as this black cop is, man. And by this time, the nurses that waddle their asses down the street, they huffing and puffing and shit. And don't let them go. They work for the hospital. They work for the hospital. Now, here was an honest mistake, but it still was fucked up. We never wore white smocks or nothing. We just wore our regular street clothes. We were orderlies, okay? We picked up we gave everybody shit on themselves. We washed all the shit off the people. We did all the fucked up shit, okay? Passed out some trays and picked up all the shitty blankets and towels and shit sheets and shit like that. So they put the white boy in the back of the police car and drove him and one of the nurses back to the hospital. And me and Norris had to walk our asses back down there, scared as shit. But we were shaking the whole time, dude. Yeah, I experienced that shit before. A motherfucker put down a Whopper and keep the 9mm. Yeah, that's some fucked up shit. That's real talk.
You know, it doesn't take much to suffer from PTSD. Did that mess with you for a minute, having a gun in your ear as a kid?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Dude, you learn you develop a disdain for police because nobody asked questions. They just assumed we was jacking this white boy. And he wasn't even fighting. We just walking alongside with him. We did have him by the shoulders. He wasn't wrestling or nothing like that. In fact, when the cops pulled up, that motherfucker he started walking again. Soon as the cops jacked us, he started walking back towards 120th. And we had to try to explain. I can't explain. I can't hardly talk with a goddamn 9mm in my fucking ear. And yes, I had a serious issue with police for a long time. Well, what that? Every time we encountered each other, it was always a problem. It was always some ridiculous shit, man, that I didn't do.